Hello YouTube. First off, this is what we're gonna get, the Scanline tutorial. Press play and this is what it should look like at the end. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna go File, New, 300 by 200, 72. Make sure background content is transparent. Click OK. Right, and first off, I'm gonna get rid of this first. Go to your text tool. This is the text I'm using for this. By 72 and type your desired text. Okay. Now what you're gonna do is double click on your text there. This is optional if you want. Give it a stroke of 3 if you want. Click your move tool. Now press Control and A. You should have like these little ants, I suppose, going on your screen. And up at the top, you want to click this one, and you want to click this one. What that does, as you can see, is it aligns it directly in the center of your picture. So now you want to press Control and D, or go to Select and Deselect. And this is the start. You want to go make a new layer. You can call this Scanline if you want. Gonna go to your gradient tool. You're gonna want to make sure it's on reflected gradient up here. And click here and make sure it is foreground to transparent, or this will not work right. So you're gonna want to press on your mouse key, hold Shift, and drag across a little bit like that. You should get a white line depending on what color your foreground and background colors are here. Now, as you can probably see or may not see, the scanline is pretty crappy. So I have a style made up for a good scanline already. And here are the settings for it. Now you might think, look, that looks like crap right there. Yeah, it probably does. But it looks good when it's done. So here are the settings for this. You're gonna go inner shadow, multiply whatever color you want. Make sure it's the same color throughout the whole thing. Opacity 100, distance 5, choke 6, size 5, and the rest normal. Outer glow, have it red. Blend mode normal. Opacity 100, noise 0, spread 1, size 1, technique softer, range 50, jitter 0. Bevel and emboss, inner bevel smooth, depth 100, direction up, size 5, soften 0, angle 120, altitude 30. Highlight mode, screen, white, opacity 75, shadow mode, multiply, black, opacity 75. Note these two colors must stay the same. Go to contour, range, just have it on, make sure range is 0. Texture, just have it as the default pattern. Scale 22, depth minus 34. Satin, you want to go to multiply, again desired color, opacity 100, angle 19 degrees, distance 250 and size 250 all the way up. And color overlay, normal 100, desired color. And click OK. And you should end up with this. Now, as you can see, we want to make the scan line go from here to here and back to here again. So the way we're going to do this is by going to Window, Animation. And some of you might start off with this, or some of you may start off with this. You do not want this one. What you want to do is you want to click this little arrow here. You want to go to Convert to Frame Animation and click. Now, see the way it's 10 seconds. You want to click this little arrow here. You want to go No Delay. And then you want to click New Layer down here. Click that. And that will give you 2 animations here. So you want to have the second one highlighted. On your move tool, hold Shift and just drag it all the way across to the end of your word And remember, make sure on number 1 it's at the very far left of the word that you want the scan line to go through. So anyway, when you've that done, make sure you're on the first one again, and you want to make sure Scanline is highlighted here. When Scanline is highlighted, hold down on your text layer, drag it all the way down here to mask it. This little like camera sort of picture here. Click that, and then it should be inside of your text. If you click on the second frame, you should see that it's inside there. Now, as you can see, this one goes here. If you click play, you can see it just goes straight to the end. It doesn't work right. So you want to do is you want to click on the first one. You want to go here to these little dots going down diagonal. Click it. Make sure it's tween with next frame. Leave all that the same. Frames to add. Depending on how many frames you have, the faster the line will go across the screen. So let's just say for this, we'll give it 80. Click OK. And as you can see, all these frames have appeared. You want to go all the way to the end. You want to click on the very last one. What you want to do is you want to click on these diagonal little balls again. Now it's going to say tween with previous frame. Make sure this is on first frame or it will not work. So first frame. Make sure all these are the same. Frames to add, make sure that's still 80 or the desired number you put in at the start. Click OK. And another more layers should be made here, like so. So you want to go here and click play from start. And now, as you can see, it's going the whole way across the text like so. And that is basically your scanline. It'll go the way across here, and then it'll go back again. And depending on how many frames you add, slower or faster it may be. So you want to click, just leave that be so. And that is it. And that's all there is to it. And saving as well. You want to go file, save for web and designs. Make sure it's that or it will not work. If you go to put it on signature on a website or on the forums or something, it will not work. So you want to go there. This will pop up. Make sure it's in optimized. Not too sure if the other ones really matter. Just leave everything the same. Just click on save. Animations, just save it there as Scanline 2, I suppose. And click OK. That is it. That's it done. And I have another, I'll make another layer here that you can see. It's another good scan line. It'll make a nice scan line for you. You can see it here, like so, that one. And the settings for this one is inner glow of blue. Whatever, well, the desired color that you want the line to be. Want to give that opacity of 100, blend mode normal, nice 7. Make sure it's on edge, size 250, and leave it so. Gradient overlay, you want to make sure it's the same blue the whole way through it. I know mine's a little bit off, it gets a little bit lighter, but yeah, well. Okay, opacity 100, angle 90, scale 100, and stroke. Make sure it's given a stroke of black. Size 1, position inside. Make sure it is inside. You give it an outside, it will look like this. So make sure it is on inside. Opacity 100, blend mode normal. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I will be here with more tutorials if requested. Bye bye.